Good afternoon, Aly-Khan. What do you make of this announcement where we're seeing Chase Bank rebranding to SBM Holdings?
I think it's an important announcement. It recognizes the fact that we've seen a process here. We've seen a problem at a bank. We've seen the central bank step in and step up. And now we're seeing a divestment of the same banks. I think important statement shows that the central bank is agile, is focused on resuscitation of these banks. And I think people will take it away very, very positively. The customers were very faithful, I must say, Agit. It was so noticeable throughout those difficulties how faithful the customers have proven to be. And I think it will be a good acquisition for SBM. The SME sector is really the engine of Kenya's economy, and I think they're tapping into that, which I think is a good idea.
And Aly-Khan, of course, many people asking, this process took long, and of course, many depositors had to be extremely patient in all this. And what are the prospects for consumers and prospects actually for the bank now that it has been acquired by the Mauritian lender, that is SBM? And of course, SBM also had acquired Fidelity Bank. What does this symbolize for consumers and for the future of the bank?
Well, I think, you know, it was a very unique situation that Chase Bank was in. And I think what we've had is the situation now normalized. We've got a strong institution out of Mauritius coming in as the shareholder. And I think the bank has once more got a future ahead of it, which was something which was not there for a couple of years. With respect to customers and depositors, look, I know it took a very long time, but ultimately, you know, a resolution was arrived at. And I think that's the important takeaway for me. And finally, it speaks to a vibrancy of our financial services, of our banking sector, that other banks want to come in, was seen as the region, the gateway to the region. Mauritius is also seen as a gateway. And I think putting those two gateways together is going to work well for SBM and for those customers of the bank now.
And Aly-Khan, of course, one of the other big conversations happening in relation to Chase Bank is, will it be able to sort of reclaim its place in the market, having had a very strong run, especially with the SME lending?
So, you know, you're quite correct. It had a very, very powerful niche. Chase was a niche player. I watched things like the response when it was initially shut down, and I've never seen a response from customers. They were so faithful to the brand. They were not angry with it. So really, it is quite a remarkable brand, and I think part of the reason is because they understood SME banking. And I think as long as SBM seek to maintain that DNA, then it will be a very successful purchase. But definitely there's a unique DNA in the body of Chase Bank, its employees, and how it conducted business. And I think SBM really need to make sure they don't lose that.
All right. Aly-Khan, we'll be getting back to you in a short while to just also give us your thinking around Athi River Cement in relation to the developments continuing to face that particular company.